welcome to another playthrough with me, Owen Staton. Welcome to everyone who's joining me here. I hope you have a good time. Gosh, the rain is slamming down on the roof of the battlefield here, but here we are. Something new for you today, something a little bit different. The much maligned, but I think is really good, Age of Sigmar system. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to play through a campaign, and as the games go, I hope they'll get bigger and bigger. So we have bigger boards, bigger armies, bigger story, something that we can all enjoy. But today we're going to start out really small. This is the land of Sheesh, the land of death. The Burnished Brotherhood, the golden stormcast eternals you see at the bottom of the screen there, are led by their illustrious leader, Angharad Kull. They have been sent into this realm, this pit of darkness, this pit of shades, where there is believed to be much action from the undead, planning from a lord known only as the Sundered Sire. Their threat has been great. This is a land of gloom, a land of eternal night, a land where darkness rules and light is but a dream. The Burnished Brotherhood were cut off and have had to scout and skulk their way through this vicious valley, somewhere the light only shines for an hour a day. But finally, they have found a small portal that can lead them back to Azyr to report back on what they've found, and what they have found are undead by the legion, being summoned from ancient graves and walking forward with but a sole purpose, and that is to end the incursions of Sigmar and his Stormcast Eternals into the land of Sheesh. These are on a mission of darkness. We're going to play this campaign, and this first game is but a skirmish. Here is Angharad Kull. She is a knight incanter and a leader amongst the Burnished Brotherhood. She and her small group, and they are a small group, these are all that is left. She has 5 sequitors here, warriors and wizards as one. And she has a mere two castigators, these carrying great bows that fire dragon's breath. All of them need to make it through that blue portal, this one here. All of them need to escape in order to bring the message back, for their lives are worth 100 of these evildoers. Unfortunately, the Sundered Sire has got hold, or got word, or knowledge that these are in the area, and he has ordered a whole host of Gravewraith stalkers to guard the portal, led by a Lord Executioner, someone who has cleaved countless heads over the years. The way I'm going to play this game, my friends, is I'm going to play it as a normal game of Age of Sigmar. It's a solo play. But when it comes to combat, I'm going to count each individual as a unit. So we will roll for each turn, each side, taking into account the Rangers of Shadowdeep and the Silver Bayonet games I've played. I will use the AI, if you like, of the bad guys, if you want, to always move towards the nearest sort of enemy. But it's all about the story, my friends. When it comes to it, here I am playing toy soldiers on my own in my conservatory in a pouring down rain. I'm going to share it with you. Before we start, as I said, I'm Owen Staton. I'm a storyteller. I have another channel, a storytelling channel, called Time Between Time Stories, where I tell lots of myths and legends. And if you'd like to join me there, please do. I would really, really appreciate your help. These have been a dark few years, my friends, and I think finding a bit of joy in playing short games, small games, is what it's all about. And the narrative game, to me, is absolutely everything. And I thank you all for your support. So let's get going. Before we start anywhere, I have all the cards for the various creatures and heroes. We've got the 5 sequitors, the Knight Incanter, who is Angharad Kull, and we have the 2 castigators here for the Stormcast Eternal, and the Night Haunts have 12 Gravewraith stalkers, 2 Merman Banshees at the back there, and they're led by a Lord Executioner. Now, Age of Sigmar has an interesting system where some people have 2 turns in a row, etc. I'll talk you through that as we go. But let's see who goes first. Okay, Angharad and her troops are going to make a break. This is going to count as difficult ground. There is a pathway up the side here, but if they decide to clamber up here, they can do so at half pace. Okay, the Stormcast, the Burnished Brotherhood, roll a 4. As for the Nighthaunt, they roll a 1. So the Burnished Brotherhood are going to go first, starting with Angharad Kull. It's but a small table. So what is she going to do? It's the hero phase before we begin. Now Angharad has got a small amount of spells at her disposal, but unfortunately, due to the fact that such a dark, dismal gloom hangs over this battlefield, she is very limited in what she can actually do. But let's have a look. She is a wizard, and she's going to try and cast a lore of magic. She's going to try and cast an arcane bolt before we start. This is her phase, and this is where she will do it. Her arcane bolt has a casting value of 5. If successfully cast, pick an enemy unit within 18 inches of the caster that is visible that suffers 1 mortal wound. 1 mortal wound. Wow. She's going to try and cast it. She rolls 2d6. She rolls a 4. The ancient tongue going back centuries just burns and dies in her mouth, and the spell splutters and fails. That's the hero phase. We now move on to the movement phase. Now Angharad, she's going to go first, has a move of 5 inches. I am going to make her run as well, which adds an extra d6, so she's got 7 inches. When she runs, she now cannot charge due to the fact that she is she's done the run and cannot charge. Okay, let's have a look at the castigators here, the 2 shooters. I'm going to try and offer her some cover. So each of them is going to move forward slightly. They can move and fire, no problem. So within there, they have a move of 5 inches. They're heavily burnished armour in front of them. They make their way slowly forward, pointing their guns. That's guns, their bows. As out of the gloom come the Glaive Stalkers. I'm moving over to this side as the Sequiters. These are all going to run. Or are they? Okay, they are individuals. So I'm going to roll this one, not. He is going to move forward. Is 5 inches. As is this one, moving under the archway here. These are going to back up behind a little bit. I think strength in numbers is going to be important here. So there we are. Okay, this is the first turn. All my troops have moved. Okay, there are different phases in the game. I'm using this core rules, which I know is not the most recent. I have those as well. But my son very kindly bought me the Tempest of Souls starter pack, going back a few months ago for my birthday. And I want to use that. So I want to use these rules just to get us into this today and see how it works. Right, here we go. Okay, we have done the hero phase. The way it goes, my friends, is hero phase, followed by movement phase, followed by shooting phase, followed by charge phase, then the combat phase and the battle shock phase to see what happens then. Battle shock isn't going to come into this very much. We've done movement, let's go on to shooting. Okay, I've got 2 castigators here who are going to shoot. Let's have a look what they're going to do. They've got Thunderhead Great Bows, which are going to fire. So this one here, I'm pointing, you can't see me there. That one there is going to fire at this Glaive Stalker there. He will hit on a 3, wound on a 3, has -1 to his save and causes a damage of 1. But they have a burst of celestial energy. In your shooting phase, each time you make a hit roll of 6+ for an attack made with a Thunderhead Great Bow, the hit roll inflicts D3 wounds instead of 1. So wow, against ethereal or demonic creatures, and we have plenty here. It's a 2. The bolt fires off and dissipates in the gloom, leaving this great crack in the ground. The second one will fire at this Glaive Stalker. It's a hit. It's a hit. The bow fires over the death skeleton of the dragon. I hope that doesn't come alive. We'll be in trouble. And hits the Glaive Stalker just in front. He will wound on a 3+. Here we go. It's a 1. It bashes harmlessly off the Glaive Stalker. Wow. Okay. The movement phase is over. The shooting phase is over. The charge phase. We have 2 Stormcast Eternals. We're going to charge at these 2 Glaive Stalkers. 4 inches each. So I roll 2d6 for each one, needing 4 over. This one here, it's a 7. Strides across the battlefield, straight into the Glaive Stalker there. This one here, the same as 7. Moves forward and charges into them. Right, I have 2 people in combat. This land of the dead, this doomed desert, is now blisteringly come alive with the sounds of clanging blades and clashes between these troops. Excuse me, I'm just drinking my tea. Okay, let's find out what we've got. Right, it's the turn of the Stormcasts, so they will go first in this combat. We'll start with our friend here on the left, and he is going to use his Storm Smite Maul. He's got 2 attacks, and he hits on a 3 and wounds on a 3. Okay, so there, I'm putting that counter there just to show that he is attacked. Here he goes, 2 attacks. Can you believe this? These are the dice that come with the pack. It's the first time they've been used. He fails. It's now the turn of the Glavewraith Stalkers to smite back. Now I know that this one hasn't gone, but I know that he's safe. So I'm going to go with this one. I think that makes sense, that one will try and strike back with his great spear. He's got 2 attacks, hitting on a 4, wounding on a 3. Let's see how he does. Oh, luckily for us, or luckily for the Stormcast, he misses as well, scoring a 3 and a 1. Clang goes in. This Stormcast fights back. Hits with 1 hit. So that's a hit on a 5. Now he needs to wound on a 3+ as well. So he's going to go for that 3+. Here he goes. It's a hit. It's a hit. Now the Night Taunt, I've got a rule that always gives them a 4-up save. So this Glavewraith Stalker has a 4+. Oh, he's not. He's smited and falls to the ground, his soul dissipating and rising to the heavens. Or clung into the ground, more like. Okay, here we go. That, my friends, is the end of that turn. That's a really quick turn, isn't it? When you look at it. So now the Glavewraiths get to go. Yeah. And go they shall. Now, each of the Glavewraith Stalkers has a move of 6. They're quite swift. The Merman Banshees have a move of 8. And the Executioner has a move of 6 as well. So, oh gosh, right. These spirits, he's within 3 inches of her, so he's going to go there. Moves to 6 there, with a view of trying to get into combat there, as does this one. Brings down there. Whereas this one will come down there and attempt to get into combat as well, with our friend there in front of us, Angharad. Okay, there's combat going on here. One has been slain. This one's going to move a little bit forward there, and that one's going to move to there, with a look of charging in, down to the lower reaches. The drummer beats a deathly beat in the hope that they will bring his troops around and 8 inches for these Merman Banshees as they stride forth to do combat. Okay, shooting, they have none. Have no magic. So they're going to try and go into the combat phase, a charge phase. So who have I got charging? This one here is going to try and charge. They're only 3 inches away. He's in combat. Wow, okay. This one is going to try and charge. Oh, he's in as well. Comes round and charges in there. Against Angharad, 1 there, straight in. And the second one is going to try and back him up. Comes in as well. I'd say he comes round that way. Sliding through. And these 2, first one, yep. Second one, fails. That one does not get in. So we've only got 1 in combat there. Right, so here we are at another combat phase. Great combat, everything's going on here, everything's kicking off. Right, we're going to start over here. And what I'll do is, the Glavewraith Stalkers are going to go first, actually. So I'll roll them. I think it's better off that I roll them all each as 1 unit there. Otherwise we'll be all day, won't we? So the 3 of them, the Glavewraith Stalkers, have 2 attacks each. And they're hitting on a 4, wounding on a 3 against the Secretaire who's there. Okay. Here he goes. There are 3 hits against him. 3 hits. The other 3 have just vanished, dissipated on the wind. But 3 hits have struck there, and they wound on a 3+, which is great. All 3 of them are wounded. Wow. All have struck through that horrible armor. Well, let's see if they get through the armor. The Secretaire has a save of 4+ and 2 wounds. Can he get there? Let's find out. He saved 2. He saved 3. Take my life for it, my word for it, my friends. That one was a 6. Wow. His armour and his shield have proved strong, and he battles on. Okay, Angharad. 2 are fight. No, it's now. I've done this wrong, haven't I? Yeah, because I did. Yeah, okay, let's just go with it. Let's just go with it, guys. Okay, they are going to fight against her now as she goes into combat. So, here we go. 4 attacks against Angharad. No, I'm doing this wrong. Yeah, I'll get there. See? All these systems are way into my head. Now the Stormcast Eternals get to choose who goes. So I'm going to go with Angharad and make sure she gets her attacks in. Let's have a look how she got. How many attacks has she got? The Knight Arcane. She has 3 attacks. Hitting on a 3, wounded on a 4. Each one doing D3 damage. Oh, she's got 2 hits. 2 hits, 2 6s. Does that do anything? Let's have a look. Shield Siege, Peter Channel. Oh, in the combat phase, each time you get a hit roll with a 6+ for the attack with this unit. Oh no, wrong one. Yeah. Blade of the Hill. Nope, she's wounded on a 4+. Let's have a look. She's wounded twice as well, so it's both of these need to save. Now the Gleambright Stalkers have a save of 4+, which means that they can do that. One of them saves, the second one doesn't. So this one is smited by her great axe, but that one is still there. Right, so we go in combat now, so that's her. So she's gone. I'm going to go with this Gleambright Stalker here. He's going to attack the Castigator in front of him. Hits on a 4, wounds on a 3. Gets a 5, goes through. Wounds on a 3. He wounds on a 3. The Castigator brings his bow up to try and block the bow. Can he? Oh. He takes a wound and 1 point of damage. So that Castigator is wounded. That Castigator has taken a blow. That Castigator may not make it back to the gates of Azyr, but for the moment, fights on. He's got 2 wounds. He's taken 1, which is good. Right. And also now we have the, well, he's survived up there. He's already gone. So that is going to be, oh no, we've got this one here against Angharad. 1 hit. Goes to wound on a 3. And a wound. On a wound. He's attacked her from behind. She turns around. She has a save of 3+. Does he have a rend? No, he doesn't. So it's a 3+ save. Ah, the Might of Azyr saves her. And she does not fall. Does not fall. Gosh, the bringing of the Night Haunts has brought this ring much stronger. Can you hear it hammering down? I can imagine it hammering down here as well on this desolate plain. Okay, now I roll for each force. The highest one gets to choose to go first or second. Burnished Brotherhood roll a 1. Night Haunts 6. They will go first this second turn. Okay, I'll check a track of the turns as well. While we're here, let's use this lovely dice. Turn 2. Okay, how are we going to get here? Right, there's combat going on there, so the Night Haunts are going to go. This one is going to come down here. Merman Banshee is going to make her way around there. Executioner to the top there. Merman Banshee can't get in there, so he's just going to go. And this one here, this one there. No combat, but we've got charge phases. This glaive 3 just makes it against Angharad. The Merman Banshee is going to attack her as well. 5 inches, but he can't get through, he's blocked. She's going to stay there. This other glaive right is going to attack the Castigator. He can get through, so he's in there as well. Okay, so now we go to the combat phase again. As the dice tumble like rocks from the cliff face. Right, here we go. Let's see how they do. We're going to start with this slot against the one guy on his own again. So that's going to be 6 attacks altogether. He really is up against it. You can imagine him trying to smite them back and forth. His great mace swinging through the air. All of them trying to hit on 4s. They've done quite well there, haven't they? That is 4 hits. Wounded on 3s. Wounded on 3s against the 6 feet there. That's 4 wounds. Is he going to be overwhelmed by those stabbing blades? He's got to save a 4+ and 2 wounds. Let's see how he does. That is 2 wounds. One of them glaives pierces his heart, and his soul dissipates, moving straight, or trying to get back to Azyr, although I fear it may be trapped here in Shaish. Okay. Now it's the turn of the Stormcasts. They have gone, so let's put a marker next to them. There they are. Stormcasts, I'm going to start with Angharad. Angharad's going to fight the 2 who are fighting her there. She's being pushed, but she can go for it. She's got 3 attacks, hit on 4, 3 wounded on 4s. All 3 have hit. She's done superbly. Can she follow it up? 3 wounds! Wow! That flaming blade, a great staff that she wields. Now then, she has a rend of -1, but these undead, these night haunts, never have a difference to their armour. They are always there. So I've got 3 wounds there. The Gravewright Stalkers are saving on 4+. 2 of them are saved, but 1 has fallen. She swings her staff around, batting him back to the underworld. I like that. Gravewrights, 2 of them go here. Gravewright Stalkers, 2 attacks, that's 4 attacks against the Castigator, who's wounded as well. 2 hits. Wounded on 3s. It's 1 wound, but that's all it's going to take. Castigator has got a save of 4+. Here he goes. No. He's fired his last bolt of dragon breath as he takes a tumble as that glaive pierces his heart. Wow. Okay. Right. That's the end of the combat phase. No shooting. So the Stormcasts get to go for their second turn. Right then. Through the archway. Through the archway. Getting ready to pile in there and end that group of Gravewrights. One has taken a fall to the ground. And that one can see that Angharad is hard pressed over here, so we'll move this direction. We're going to try and fight the 2 fronts here. Okay. In the hero phase, she didn't cast anything due to the fact that she's in combat. I know she can, I believe, cast in combat, but not on this occasion. She is trying to concentrate way too much. The Castigator here, though, is going to take a shot with his bow towards the glaives in front of him. 4 to hit. The glaive bow, the Castigator fires his Thunderhead Great Bow. Hits on a 3, due to wound on a 3. The Gravewright avoids it again. These 3 are going to charge in. Oh, wow. 1 gets in. The second one gets in. And the third one gets in. We've got 3 Secretors charging in against the Gravewright. The light of Azyr shining behind them. And this one, no, he can't get in there because of Angharad. But this Castigator is going to take a... no, he's fired. He's not going to charge. He's going to do that. Combat, we've got 2. I'm going to go first, and I'm going to try and do some damage with these 3 guys here, who look mighty impressive as they pile forward. Okay, Secretors. 2 attacks each, that's 2, 4, 6. Hitting on 3s, wounded on 3s. Here they come. That's 5 hits. That's brilliant. 5 hits for them. And they go to wound on 3s. Let's see how they do. 2 wounds. They've scored 2 wounds against the Gravewright Stalkers. 2 wounds that must be saved, or they will be doomed to an eternal torment. More than they already have. One of them has fallen. The other lives to battle on. Ha! This is tough going, isn't it, my friends? Gravewrights. They've got 2 in combat here, so I'm going to fight back in this spot. Or shall I get that one in against Angharad? Yeah, I think he's going to go first. 1 hit. Does not wound. Angharad is still battling on. He's gone though, so we'll put a little marker next to him. And here we go, straight in with these 2 against the Secretors in front of them. Let's going to be 4 attacks. Hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s. It's only 1 hit. Gosh, they've run out of steam a little bit. But yeah, it's cock, but it'll do. It's a save for the 6 eaters, which they do not make. One of them is cut badly and wounded, but still able to battle on for the time being. Let's see how he does. And now Angharad is going to fight back with her 3 attacks. A Knight Arcane of the finest order. She hits once. Then goes for a second one. Oh, it's a hit. Glaive needs to make a save. A 4 doesn't do it, and it falls to the ground. Wow. Excellent. And that is going to be... Oh, there's bravery rolls now. Okay, so we've got 1 wound. Sorry, I've taken that one off. 1 wound there. They're okay. But these Glaive Stalkers have got bravery 10, so I don't think, no, they can't. Even with that roll of 5, you add the amount of kills, so that gives it a 6. They don't lose anyone further, which is good. That's the second turn. So let's see who goes first in the third turn. The Stormcast roll a 2. The Night Taunt get a 6, so they get to go first. Right. This Merman Banshee, I believe, can cast a spell. Let's have a look what she can do. No, she's a spell eater, not a spell caster. What about the Lord Executioner? Now he can make a difference. What he can do, if he moves down this way, in fact, he is going to take on Angharad in a duel to the death shortly, and he has the staring death in the face ability. At the start of your combat phase, you can pick an enemy hero within 3 inches of this model, subtract 1 from hit roll attacks made by that hero in the combat phase. Wow. Right. They're no shooting, so they're going to go to chat. Oh, we've got some more to move as well. Let's back them up here as these two come gliding down the hill in this direction. They know where they are, they can fight. They know where they can cause damage. The Merman Banshee here is going to try and join the combat. 4 inches, she'll get round on this occasion and glide in there against that Sequita. We'll do that as a different combat. And these two are going to try and charge this Castigator. First one 4 inches. They're not charging very far, are they? Not at all. Got a reach. The reach on their glaives is 2 inches. Well, 12. That one surges in. Now the Lord Executioner himself. 6 inches. He's in against Angharad. What a duel that's going to be. Hey, fantastic. Will she get back to pass on the information to the higher extracts of the Burnished Brotherhood? Will she be able to do it? Let's find out. Okay, it's the Night Taunt's turn, so they're going to come straight in with a Lord Executioner. He's got 3 attacks, and he's hitting on 3s and wounding on 3s. What else can he do? Let's have a look. Beheading Strike. If a wound roll for Decapitating Great Axe is 6+, add 2 to the damage characteristics of that attack. Ouch. Here he comes. He's hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. He's failed twice, which is good news for Angharad, but he has hit on a 6, but it's a wounding strike. It's going to cause us problems more than anything, so let's have a look how he does here. It's a 4, it's a wound. He does a wound as well. He's got a rend of -2 as well. So Angharad, who did have a 3+ save, is now saving on a 5+, which he doesn't make. And she staggers back as the green axe bites deep inside her. That was a blow. That was a serious blow. But she lives on. She's got 6 wounds, so she's down to 5 wounds. So it's just merely a flesh wound, if anything. He's gone, so we'll leave that marker there for him. She is wounded, so I'm going to put a little red dice there to show that she's taken a hit. It's now the Stormcast go, so we'll go with a 3 there. So here we go. One of which is wounded, isn't he? Right, okay. So 6 attacks. I keep picking up the dice. It's pressure here, my friends. There's pressure when you're having to perform like this. Okay, let's have a look. Stormcast, hitting on 3, wounded on 3s. They've got 1, 2 misses. Hit 4 times. Now they're going to try and wound. And that's 2 wounds. 2 wounds against the glaive wraiths there. One of them saves, one of them is fallen. Ah, ouch. It's a fall back there. Okay, they've done something. So now I'm going to go with the 2 glaive wraith stalkers here. It's going to be their turn. So they've got 2 attacks each, hitting the castigator on a 4. Oh, I fear for him. Look at that roll. I fear for him, I really do. Dropping dice left, right and centre. Small dice, see. But I don't fear for him so much now. That's not, so they were hitting on 3s, wounding on, hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s. He scores on a 4+. And he saves the armour of Azyr, stops the blow. I sound a bit Scottish then, didn't I? Strange. Okay, so they've gone. Right, okay, I'm going to go, that was her, so I'm going to go with Angharad. Angharad is going to fight. She's got 3 attacks, hitting on a 3, wounding on a 4 on the Lord Executioner there. Okay, she's hit him twice. Wounded on a 3. Wounded him once. He's got a save. I believe they've nearly all got saves of 4+. So, yeah, so he saves. He saves. He bats aside a blow. Okay, the castigators have gone there. Right, let's go with the glaive wraith stalker up there. 1 hit. Wounded on a 3. Does wound on a 3. One of these secretors here needs to make a save and does. Tremendous. I'm going to go with this castigator. How many attacks has he got? He's got a heavy stock, 2 attacks, 4 and 4. 1 hit, going for the wound, fails to wound. So there, oh, right, quite. We've got the Merman Banshee. Okay, the Merman Banshee, 1 attack, 4 and 3, but damage D3, fails. Okay, right, Stormcast Eternals. The Night Haunt have gone. How are we going to do this? Right, this one is going to move a little bit in there, try and press the advantage that way. This one's going to move here with a view of trying to get into combat here with a charge, and that is all we're going to do. Right, here we go. I'm going to try and cast a Mystic Shield. Now she's got the move. I should have done this before the move, I know, but I'm going to try and cast Mystic Shield. It's a casting value of 6. Yes, she gives it to the castigator here. Gives him +1 to his save, I believe. So let's have a look. Law of Magic. Successfully divisible. No, reroll save rolls of 1 on this guy here. Let's get in the charging range. This guy's going to make a charge. 6 inches, that's going to get him in there. They're going to fight over the water here in the pit behind the dragon's bones and see what happens. It's the Stormcast who go first on this occasion, so let's start with the group up there. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attacks, hitting on 3s, wounded on 3s on this pair of creatures here. Oh, that's a good roll. Only one of them misses. All the rest go in. Wounded on 3s, let's find out how they fare. Ooh, that's 4 wounds. 4 wounds. I'm going to say 2 are on the glaive wraith, 2 are on the Merman Banshee. I think they both save on a 4, but they might have different. The glaive wraiths have 1 wound, or they've both got 1 wound each. So the Banshee takes 2 and falls. Oh, this way has been cleared as the Stormcast battle through. Wow. Okay, that's really good. This is turn 3 as well. Right, let's see how we do. They've gone. The Executioner is coming in. He is determined to slay, cut the head off a snake here. How does he do? Let's find out. Where's he gone? There he is. He's got 3 attacks. Yeah, that's what we're looking at. Oh yeah, I forgot about that as well. He does take 1 off her, doesn't he? It's only 1 hit as he tries to hit Angharad. Does he wound though? Yes, he does, but not with his decapitating blow. But he does cause a wound, -2 rend. And she takes a 2nd wound, staggering back. Can she defeat this monstrous opponent? Let's have a look. The Knight Arcane. Who else? Oh no, he's gone now. So I'm going to go with this Secretor here. As he charges in against the glaive. Right. 2 hits. Brilliant. 2 2 wounds. This Glaive Wraith, can he stop that? No, he is slain. Okay, this Glaive Wraith here against the Stormcast, it's a hit. I want another one on the table here. It's a wound. Ah, the Castigator is wounded. The Castigator is wounded, but he still has enough to battle on. Okay, I'll just put a dice from in the bag of dice. Can I find the, yes, 1, there it is. Right. Okay, it's now the turn of the Night Haunt. Banshee to there. These 2 down to there. This is where we're going to try and do our damage. Charge rolls, Banshee, 7, yep, in he comes. This one. Oh, no, stays exactly where he is. That's fine. Okay, combat. We're going to look at this Banshee is going to go first. The Banshee howls through the air with 1 attack to try and take this Secretor down. Doesn't do it. She needed a 4, so that one's gone. I'm going to fight back with this Castigator. He's got 1 attack, needs a 4, fails. The Executioner is going to go. The Executioner is trying to do some real damage now. He's hit her for 2 points of damage. He knows that she's staggered. 3s and 3s. He's hit her 3 times. That's deadly. He wounded her 3 times, and also the beheading strike. So I'll have to roll for that separately. Now she has only got a save of 5 plus. So here she goes. She saves 1, but takes another wound. That's taken her to 3. Now she needs to save this one, which she does. He ducks underneath the beheading strike, which swoops over her head, and she lives on to fight another day. Well done, Angharad. That's tremendous news. Okay, so he's gone. Those haven't got a turn. Okay, Castigator's gone and missed. The Glaive Wraith is going to fight against the Castigator there. Hits on a 4. Does not wound. That's fine. Okay, and these haven't got anything else, have they? So we're going to go with Angharad then. Angharad against the Great Executioner. She's done well. She's hit him twice. Here she goes again. She's wounded him twice. That's brilliant, fighting back from the Knight Arcane. And the Specialist isn't in combat really. Okay, he's got a 4-up save, which he's going to try and make. He makes 1, but she has hit him for D3 damage. It's only 1. She takes 1 wound. As a nick in him. And that's the end of that turn. Okay, so let's go for turn 4. And let's see exactly who goes first and how they do it. First of all, the Stormcast. 6, looking good for them. 6 for the Night Haunt. But the Night Haunt went first last time. So the Stormcast get the choice and they'll go first this time. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and, even though their friends are in trouble over here, the talk has been vitally, and half movement will get them up there. I'll move them away. They'll have to make the equivalent of a combat roll, a charge roll, to get into the portal. Those 3 are making up there and look down upon their friends which are doing battle and plead even that they will get there. Okay. Shooting, no, because we're in combat. So now we go with combat. And we'll start with Angharad, who's going to try and do some more damage to this great Lord Executioner, who's causing us, the Lord Executioner, a lot of problems. He's got 5 wounds, he's taken 1. 2 hits from her, which are good. 1 wound from her, which he will try and save on a 4+, which he does. She cannot get past his spiritual armour there. Cannot get past into what he needs to do. Now she's gone. So I'm going to go with this Glaive Wraith Stalker here. He's going to try and fight the Castigator in front of him. He misses. I'll go with the Castigator back. Ah! should have done the charge move first. We'll do those at the end. No, he doesn't do anything. We'll go with the Merman Banshee here. Does she hit on a 3 or a 4? I believe it's 4. It's not 4. No, it doesn't hit. So what am I talking about? Okay. And the Secretor back on her. 2 hits. 2 wounds. She wounds on a 4+. Taking 1 wound. Is that enough to kill her? It is. She leaves this spiritual realm. Okay. Each of these is going to try and leave the portal. First one on the left there. Disappears. Back to Azyr. Second one. Just about disappears. Back to Azyr. Third one. Turns. Shouts a blessing to those still remaining and says, "Follow me, for in the name of Sigmar we will destroy them." Gone. Excellent. And that is the end of that. So it's the Night Haunt turn. Now all of a sudden the Stormcast have lost a lot of people here, but there are only a few Night Haunt remaining as well. This one's going to try and charge into that Secretor there, as is this one actually. So I'll roll for both of these. They both get to go in against him. They've both got the 2-inch range there, so we'll do that. And they get to go first, so they're going to go with the Great Executioner, of course. He's going to try and do some damage here. He's definitely hit with that 5. He wounds with that 5 as well. She needs to save a 5 up. Doesn't do it and takes another wound. That's a blow, isn't it? A serious blow for Angharad. She's staggering now. She's desperately trying to get back in there. Okay, it's our turn though, so I'm going to go with the Castigator, who's in a lot of trouble there. Oh, he's hit twice. Oh, no, he only had 1 attack. Sorry, I'll roll again. He misses. So I'm going to go with the Castigator, the Glaive Wraith who's fighting him. It's a wound. It's a wound. Needs a save. Oh, saved again. Right, and this Secretor here against the 2 Glaive Wraiths. Missed twice. Well, they're going to attack him. Hitting on 4s. That's 2. And wounding on 3s. That's 2. My gosh. That's a blow for him. Saving on 4+. He's got 2 wounds though. Oh, 2 saves. The saves from the Stormcast have been unbelievable, haven't they? Right. The Night Haunts. Okay, so that is that turn, isn't it? So we're going to go to turn 5. We're moving quickly now. So first of all, the Stormcast won, Night Haunt won, because the last turn we swapped the Stormcast, we swapped the Night Haunt this time. All in combat. So let's just see how they go. Starting with the Executioner. Here he comes. 2 hits, I believe. I believe he hits on 3s. Let's double check. Got a lot going on here. Okay, Lord Executioner hitting on 3s, yeah. Wounding. 1 wound, but it's a beheading strike. My gosh, she needs to make that save. And she's doing it on a 5 up. No! Does D3 wounds. 2! Angharad falls. A head taken clean from her shoulders. With a bolt of lightning which sears and heads to the sky, she leaves this battlefield. Okay. Ouch. Secretor here cries to the heavens, "No!" and misses twice. 2 Glaive Wraiths fight back against him. 2 hits on him as well. Wounded on 3 up. No, they both fail. Castigator goes to fight against them. He hits. He does not wound. And this Glaive Wraith against the Castigator. Hit. And a wound. Needs to make that save. Takes his 2nd wound and leaves the table. As does the Glaive Wraith with a tumble. But he's back. Okay. Right. Things are looking grim for what remains, my friends. Things are looking grim. The Great Executioner. Oh wow. 3 hits. 2 wounds. Secretor needs to make a save from the Executioner's Axe on a 6. Gone. And that, my friends, is the end of that. The Burnished Brotherhood have lost a valuable troops there. And most of all, they've lost their Knight Arcane, Angharad Kull, one of the great heroes of that brotherhood. However, despite all that has occurred and the rending acts of this great executioner, they have managed to escape and are now heading back to Azyr with news of dark deeds that have been done here in Shaish. What a game. I know I was fast and loose with the rules, but what I was trying to do was tell a story more than actually play a game, and I really enjoyed that. 3 of our troops have managed to escape. There are some here of the Night Taunt who have remained to bring word of that escape, but I'm sure that they will be ready. That this Sundead Sire will know exactly what is going on. The word has got back, that portal was emptied, and we have escaped. We shall return. Thank you, my friends, for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this game on a wet Sunday afternoon in Wales, wherever you are. Please like and subscribe. Follow some of my other videos. I'll try and do more of these storytelling videos with the Silver Bayonet, Rangers of Shadowdeep, and many other things as well. Big shout out to Marshal Yosh, who will be coming over here soon. I'm looking forward to meeting up with him. And please let me know what you think of these games. It means the world to me when somebody responds and replies. If you're feeling really generous, I have a Ko-fi channel. It's www.kofi.com/Owenstaton, and please buy me a coffee. That would be great. In the meantime, take care of yourselves, my friends. There's plenty more action with the time between times. And think, is another way you can use your toy soldiers to provide yourself with that bit of entertainment. Some of us can't get together for games at the moment. So find a way, my friends. It's a way of making you happy, and that's all that matters in the end. Take care and see you soon.